Hello Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Surviving Mars in our Nova Roma series. So by the time you're watching this episode, you have hopefully had a chance to enjoy a little bit of Surviving Mars yourself. And one of the things I want to say as I start off this one is I'm going to be recording as many episodes as I can in this particular sitting, given that I've heard rumblings. I haven't had time to confirm this because if it's true, I just want to play and get as much done as I can. I've heard rumblings that when the game drops, there is going to be a patch for us folks that have had it prior to launch. And the patch may or may not contain any content. I'm not even sure. Hopefully it might be a little bit of an update based on maybe feedback they've received during this phase. Not that it's been a beta test, but maybe so. You never know. But one thing that will happen is we are very likely to lose our save games, or almost guaranteed to lose our save games. So, okay, good. Decommission protocol research is done. That was fast, by the way. So I can go ahead and finish decommissioning the stuff that I started to decommission last time. Now, I think I have a couple of buildings that I need to get rid of, right? Yeah, so I can remove a bunch. Is this one? Yeah, that one is broken down as well. So I only have how many concrete extractors going right now? Just the one? I should probably arrange for another one to be going just so that I have a continuous supply of concrete. Once this rocket takes off, I might just start using this particular spot, because that's totally doable. This rocket does need to be refueled though. So let's go ahead and go up to speed 3. We're going to let everything decommission right about now. Maybe. There we go. Oh, okay, they actually have to be actively decommissioned. It's not a countdown like it is. That's kind of cool. You don't get anything for decommissioning them, they just disappear. And they're not ugly and, you know, taking over the landscape anymore. So now that we have that space, let's see what options we have for this particular dome. Got a lot done last episode, and there's still more I need to do. Another thing I need to do is I need to set up the water reclamation spires, which I totally have because of my initial bonuses, and I have enough. Tell you what, I've got more than enough to go ahead and start building these, so I may as well. Let's put one in... Which dome was our first dome? The one with the nursery, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and put that in. That's so weird. In a lot of the other games I've played recently, I've never put a spacebar in the first dome, but okay, it is what it is. There's that. And you know what? Let's do a second one, because this is going to reduce the water intake of... I mean, I could do 3. There's nothing stopping me from doing 3. I've got the machine parts for it. Let's just do it, because that's going to significantly reduce my water intake, especially once people are able to work this. Now, part of me is tempted with... Since I'm going to be working on low-G high-rise after superconducting computing, I'm tempted to wait to fill this space until I can build apartments here. That way more people can be living in this dome eventually, and I can break down this housing and maybe even have 2 apartments in here and then do something else. So I think that is what I will do. I've talked myself into it just describing that action. But okay, so we finished that research, and we are still scanning as well. Let's go ahead and queue up a few more spaces to be scanned. So we're scanning there and there. And there are definitely some high-rise locations for us to get to as well. I have officially built my first tunnels, and I want to show you how those work, because they work a little bit differently than I expected. But we will be getting to a point where those are, well, to tell you the truth, now that we have a good machine parts production, we're already at a point where things are in pretty good shape, where we're in a good position to build tunnels. But right now we don't really have a need to. We have a means to, but we don't have a need to, given that we don't know of anything up on top of these plateaus yet. It will be good, however, to establish some power generation up on top of those plateaus, because higher elevations cause wind turbines to function at a greater efficiency, which is quite nice. Let me see how well the... okay, good. Power storage is still doing great with the current domes. We have one rocket that is loading up, and they're almost done refueling, and I think he's on automatic. Dragon number 1 is our export rocket, so I may as well just leave him on that duty and let him do his thing. Alright, so let's see how fast these are going up. Looks like they're doing one at a time, which is fine by me. I have also turned on third shifts in a few of my buildings, specifically my extractors. I'm not necessarily going to keep that going indefinitely, but for the time being, while I'm trying to make some fresh moolah, I definitely would like to have the third shift going. If I were to turn this off, they might fill these final slots here.
Scanned.
But for now, I'm going to leave it on. One of the detriments of doing this is that working the third shift causes workers to lose sanity. So I just need to be a little careful with that. But for now, I would like to make a little bit more money first. Maybe launch one more rocket after this one, and then I'll turn off the night shifts. And there's an argument to be made for turning off the night shifts at metal production now. Let's go ahead and do that. A little bit of compromise. And what about the polymer factory? Did I turn on a night shift here? Yes, I did. Let's turn that off. Daily production is still 3, even with the night shift. No, it's down to 2.5. So it does modify production slightly, of course, because you're not making people work at night. But we don't want our colonists to snap. We did a lot in the last episode to take care of folks, and I want to make sure that I continue to do that. Almost done? Yep, need 3 more fuel. And we have the fuel, we're just waiting for them to bring it over. Do I have a fuel depot here? Yes, I do. There's a fuel depot, and the fuel source is here. Hang on, the other fuel source is way over here. Let's take a look. I need to see how my drone hubs are doing as far as providing... Okay, there's fuel built up there, and there's fuel built up here. Okay, that's accessible, but it's kind of... I can definitely see that the drones are doing their thing, but I probably just need more drones at the end of the day. That's probably the main issue. Let's see what my collector can do here. Need to give him some work. Aha! Here we go. Looks like an area we can drain of resources here. I'll go ahead and click that one. And you'll come back here and put them where? Right there. Perfect. Get to it. So one thing I can do is I can take my RC rover that's currently just hanging out here helping these...
Resources are low.
No, we're not low on food. We're fine on food. Currently I have 8 drones assigned to the RC rover, but I might go ahead and move him over here to where he can help move some of the resources around. I don't know how good of a job he'll do at that. Alright, so Dragon 1 is about to take off on its own. There it goes. And of course, while it's gone, we are going to continue to generate rare metals. So we are very close to becoming self-sufficient, I think. Also, with the electronics production we have now, which I mentioned at the end of the last episode, we should be, I think, in really good shape in a lot of ways. We're just waiting for a few key technologies to finish up. Breakthrough is going to be huge. Or, not breakthrough, but the superconducting computing breakthrough. Because that will speed up our research even more. I'll be curious to see how much our research per sol changes from its current 427 to what it eventually will be. And like I mentioned in the last episode, I can bring in an additional RC Explorer if I wanted to, but there would be collaboration detriments the same way there are here. The reason there's collaboration losses happening here at the moment is because we have 2 research buildings in one dome.
Resources are low.
No, we're not low on food. We're really not. I think it's just because some of the buildings are running low, but we have plenty of extra food. Let's see, we have this Universal Depot. One thing I could do... Hang on, I just want to make sure my drones can access stuff. One of the problems may be a need for more drones in this area. Do we have a prefabbed drone hub? No, we don't. So I need to research drone hub in order to be able to build it. I might put another drone hub out here so I have a dedicated set of drones to help with this, but I will go ahead and put a food depot down to where there's a more dedicated source for food alone. And the drones should start... Yeah, you saw some spring to life when I did that, so they might start putting the food there. And just leave it more room. I don't know that that will necessarily fix the shortage problems I'm getting, but what do we have here? We need metal. Well, we have plenty of metal, so that should resolve itself pretty quickly. Alright, these guys will be ready to take off soon. And again, as soon as they take off, we're going to get a new concrete extractor built as well. We're not low on food. Stop telling me that. It's a dirty lie. These are taking a while to build, though. I'll say that. Is it because we're out of concrete? No, we're not out of concrete. But we don't... For whatever reason... Hang on, let's see how far... No, they're in range. So the drones just have a lot to do. I could prioritize these... Okay, this one's being built. Good. I could prioritize these to where they receive their resources faster. That might help, but... Let's see, we're sitting at 600 million right now. We'll have more soon. Colony is very much self-sufficient at the moment, not having to do anything to really keep an eye on production.
Resources are low.
All right, so I'm guessing something just got some maintenance done that took away from electronics, because it's saying that I am low on electronics, which is a lie. I do have a third shift going here, which I probably need to... Yeah, this is why we need high-rise apartments in this dome. We need more people working the electronics factory, and frankly, more people working the machine parts factory.
Pipe leak reported.
Uh-oh, what do we got?
Funding received.
All right, we got 600 million in funding. Our rocket is on the way back. Let's take a quick look at what we're able to bring down now that we have over $1 billion in funding again. We could prefab a drone hub or two to solve the problem I was talking about before. Might as well do that because we're not going to have that technology for a while. Stirling generators I haven't really done yet. They're very expensive. I don't know that it's worth that. Why don't I just bring down 2 drone hubs? That's 600 million. Or 300 million. And I could bring down 1 more RC Explorer. Like I said, there'd be collaboration losses if I did too many more, but if I brought one more down, that'll help with my research a little bit. Once I don't think I've researched that technology yet, but I'll get there. And then finally, do I need to bring more drones? Do I need to bring more of anything else, really? I could order more electronics just to be safe. I don't know that I need to waste that money on that, though. Might be more worthwhile not to do so. What about another RC rover? Or another RC transport, for that matter, for faster resource production. You know what? I haven't done this before. Let's bring down another RC transport. Let's have a couple of those running. I'm going to go ahead and launch. So we've got the 2 drone hubs, and I'm okay with just that payload. Come on down, guys. A little bit of experimentation. Not in any of my offline play have I ordered a second RC transport. So this guy's going back out to collect more.
Anomaly
oh, hey.
found.
Yes, that's exactly the kind of anomaly I wanted to see. Come out and research that, please. Lots of metal, too. Tons of metal. So when the new drone arrives, when the new RC arrives, I'm just going to send him out here. Is that polymer? Yeah, and polymers, too. 9 polymers. Holy crap. All right there. Wait, there's more than 9. There's 5. There's 9. There's 11. So this must be 2 different sectors. There's so much metal out here. RC collector's not going to know what to do with all that metal. All right, so this refueling is almost done. It's just taking a while. Oh, that might be the problem.
Fault reported.
Oh, I've already got a drone hub. I thought I already had a drone hub for these guys. Probably sounded like an idiot earlier, looking right at it. I forgot that I built it. This is what I get for playing multiple colonies at once, having too much fun with this game. I am loving this game, by the way. Can I just say? This is the most fun with a new game I've had on the channel in a while. Let me clarify that. When I say a new game, I mean like a new release. A lesser-known franchise, or a new franchise. Civ 6 Rise and Fall is, of course, in a league of its own when it comes to my addiction to those titles. All right, so yeah, we've got that one working already. I don't have a fuel... You know what? That's probably the issue. If I bring a fuel depot out here, it should be a lot easier to refuel the rockets fast. So if I put a fuel depot there... Hang on, what's your range? Alright, so no, we need a fuel depot like out here. There we go.
Research complete. Anomaly
Perfect.
analyzed.
Okay,
Milestone achieved.
Superconducting computing is done, and low-G high-rise is almost done. That is the beauty of queuing. So we've got that done, and I'm going to go ahead and queue up. Well, what should we do next? There needs to be that research boost, 100 per sol for each RC Explorer. We need that. And then drones and rovers moving 25% faster. I think I want the extractor upgrade first, though. Lots of stuff that I should have researched already. right, so that means now our research per sol is actually, right now it's not that great. It didn't go up that far, but it's nighttime right now. So once we no longer have a power shortage, our research per sol should climb. Also, it looks like the final water reclamation system is being built. And low G high rise will be done any moment now, really. So we can put that up and do more with our third dome, as well as accommodate more colonists. Our resource rocket is about to arrive again, and we're already up to almost 30 rare metals, so that export's going to happen quickly. Do I have a rare metals depot already? That's a concrete depot. That's a metals depot. Where are all the rare metals? Are they centralized here? They're mostly sitting here. That's okay. Yeah, so I'm seeing some fuel being brought to maybe the depot there, which will be ideal for refueling rockets here in the future. Or maybe the fuel was being brought directly to the rocket. Either way, it's fine. And 40. There we go. Get out of here. Scram. All right, they will immediately start loading this guy back up with metals.
Research complete.
Excellent. Okay, so with low G high rise being done, our other rocket has just arrived as well, so we have some additional drones available now. Let's go ahead and land him. And let's get that low G high rise built. So we're going to put that right there. It's going to require some polymers, which I have plenty of. And then what we can do as soon as it's built is actually get rid of one of the living quarters here. Technically, well, we can't get rid of both because it's not a 24 slot. It's not a 28 slot, it's a 24 slot. So these are 14 each. So as opposed to being just double what one of these is, it's double and slightly less. So actually at the moment we could demolish both and it would be fine because there are actually 24 colonists exactly living in this dome. I could totally do that. Alright, so we are now working on Explorer AI. We have 2 RC Explorers. Now let me go ahead and send... Where's all that metal? It's right out here, right? This is another RC Explorer. Yeah, this is where I found the... Where's the polymer? Is that it? Yeah, it's right out here. So I need to send you to this location. Let's just have you start there. And you're going to unload metal. That metal depot actually looks pretty full, but I'll take a chance. Okay, so you, however, I don't have a project for at the moment. I might soon. Why don't you just chill out by the power cords, and speaking of that, you need to come back. So let's bring you back here. Keep you charged. Send you out to the next anomaly that I find. Alright, so now water is going to be in much better shape. We have all the stored water we would ever need. As a matter of fact, I could probably build a 3rd tower. Also, I need to... Yeah, I need to do away with this moisture evaporator, but you shouldn't put them next to one another. I don't know why I did that. There is clear warning that production is lowered when placed near other evaporators. There's even an indicator that pops up on the screen that says it's near another evaporator trying to warn you. But I missed that detail while learning about the game. So those really shouldn't be right by one another. Even though they look cool when they're by one another. I like having a bunch of them together. It doesn't quite work. We'll have you chill with your buddy. I am so hoping that some of the endgame technologies give me something to do with all of this waste rock. There's got to be something. Otherwise it wouldn't be a resource, right? I mean, there has to be some purpose for it in the game. Other than something just to take up space. I've set up some new dumping sites so people can come here and use that. So we're still kind of low on electronics. Okay, I need to set up a new extractor over here. So let's go ahead and salvage this concrete extractor. And we're going to set up a new one in the same spot. I also need to set up another one where I said I was going to earlier. Let's put you here. That's going to give us some machine parts. Yeah, let's go ahead and get one going here. So if I do a concrete extractor here, that's going to create a little bit of dust, so let's have it a little farther away. Out there is fine, and then I do definitely want to have a concrete depot right next to it. And then we're going to put some dumping sites in order to ensure that it doesn't make too much of a mess. Alright, so it's a little far from the current drone commanders. So there might still be wisdom yet in doing something with regard to that, but for now I can fix the problem just by rolling this drone commander out here. And then we're going to build a power cable out to this bad boy. There we go. Still not quite far enough. Let's bring you about here. That should be more manageable. Well, the only issue here is that I need them to be in range of a depot. So this is actually a little bit dicey. Hang on. Let's see if we can move you here. And then here. It's going to be tough. Yeah, it's right on the edge. That's good enough. I mean, it's just these that are on the edge. Let's go ahead and just demolish those. If you guys are the problem children, I don't even need to have you here. Actually. Let's look at our drone hub. Yeah. Let's just delete those, and we can put the storage a little bit closer. Completely resolve the warning. Done. Alright, so we're almost done with Explorer AI, which will help our research per sol. I totally forgot to see how much my research per sol was during the day, so once we have sunrise here, I want to see how much that goes up. You guys might have been watching it. I was not. So I will find out momentarily. Alright, so concrete extractor is being built. Rocket's being loaded up. It's almost done being loaded up, in fact. So we have a pretty solid source of income at the moment, given that this rare metals deposit is working for us quite nicely. 431. We have a power surplus. Interesting. It's not saying that I'm receiving any excess power. What's going on here? Converts unused power into research points.
Research complete.
I can't tell that that's happening, but at least now we're at 600 research per sol because our explorers are now helping us out. We finished the Explorer AI. So that's fantastic. We're now going to extractor amplification, and we'll be even better off with our metals and rare metals. And as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and turn off the third shift for sanity's sake. I think I might wait to build another dome until we have the option of building a larger one. There's also another rich metals deposit and a metals deposit out here to work. So I'm just thinking about where the best spot for a dome would be. Another possibility is building... Well, I might have to move those right after I built them. That's kind of annoying. Hang on. There probably is a better spot to have those. Yeah, much better. Let's get rid of those. Thankfully, they don't cost anything, so you can just move them around. Same as with the depots. Concrete extractors are working. Research per sol is up to 705. There we go. Excess power is now giving us a good amount of extra research. I like it. So that means we are halfway through with extractor amplification. Things will get even better as we bring in more colonists, of course. And more researchers, etc. Okay, so I built this thing. Are there still... Yeah, I need to demolish one of these homes. Let's go ahead and demolish the one that needs maintenance. going to say I have homeless colonists, but that's not true. They just need to find a new place to live. All right, let's get rid of those. Excellent. Moneymaker is off. Now we need to refuel the other rocket that landed right next to it. And we are 25 minutes into this episode, so tell you what. We've gotten rid of those extra houses there, and it looks like people have found new homes in the apartments. And I can probably go ahead. Let's order some more colonists. Specialization. We have some more scientists, some more engineers, geologists, and botanists. It's a pretty good mix. Let me go ahead and encourage a few medics to apply as well, and I'll let the random sort deal with it. And I'll go ahead and stop this one here. In the next one, we are going to bring those colonists down, have them inhabit our dome, and maybe think about something to do with that space there. There's a possibility I may just build more apartments, because having more people to work these research labs, and especially this electronics factory, is going to be really vital. And then maybe I could put something else in the place of these living quarters. So actually, I've just talked myself into that too. So let's go ahead and build more apartments right there. Not quite facing the same direction. That actually kind of bothers me. I didn't think it was going to bother me, and then it did. But yeah, I'll stop this one here, and in the next one, like I said, we're going to bring those colonists down and see what else we can get done, and maybe move towards having bigger domes as well. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.